Commissioner's office just on Sunday night released a mid-season report card on the rule changes, and this is kind of fascinating. And you and I kind of agreed, even though you were yelling at me from left field with your opinions, that the rule changes would make a positive difference to the game, and it really have. Pitch clock. Last year, games went 3 hours and 5 minutes. First half of this season to the All-Star break this year, 2 hours, 39 minutes. I think people really like the faster paced game.
Mm-hmm.
Violations, spring training, they average like 4 violations per game. You know, the pitch clock, on and off the rubber, throws to first base, etc. Since opening day, 1 violation every 2 games. So virtually everybody has gotten used to it. Ban on the shift. This is a little bit different. I thought the numbers would be higher. Last year's team batting average 242 with the shift. This year, team batting average 248. I thought it'd be a little bit higher, but it's not, at least the first half of the season. Home runs, 2.3 more home runs this year than last year. And of course, baseball's become about long ball.
Mm-hmm.
So home runs have gone up. I don't understand this stat. Stolen bases, up only 1.8 stolen bases a game this year compared to last year. And this is with how many disengagements? You can only go to the base twice.
Yeah.
Guys, we thought, well, based on what we saw the first couple of weeks of the season, guys would be running all the time, and they're not. I mean, that's the one number that really stood out to me. Only 1.8 stolen bases upgrade per games. Runs. People likes offense. Last year, 8.4 runs per game. This year, John, 9.2 runs per game. Now, I don't know how much of that's got to do with the bad Oakland A's and Kansas City Royals pitching staffs, but the two teams combined are averaging 9 runs per game. TV ratings. TBS up 41%. ESPN Sunday Night Baseball up 17%. And baseball attendance is up 8% the first half of the season. And the demographics of who's attending games, young people, teenagers into their 20s, numbers have rocketed.
Yeah.
So I think all in all, the rule changes, as controversial as they may have been to the traditionalists, seem to have had a real impact in the game. And you just look statistically at what's gone on. Your response?
Yeah, I like the rules changes. And in the beginning, I was, old school curmudgeon. We don't need a pitch clock, but I like the pace of games. But they still have bugs in the system. Remember that deal with Odor yesterday? And I think Soto is pitching for the Phillies. And the umpire screwed it up, So, and then they end up wasting 5 minutes arguing about it. So they still have some bugs and kinks to work out. But I like the pitch clock. I like the banning of the shift. Although I'm shocked that the Padres haven't been able to capitalize on the banning of the shift as much.
I thought guys would be driving balls through all sides of the infield because we're not loading the right side of second base.
But I think they're still trying to hit home runs, and that's how they get paid, is when they hit the home run. And so there's still some things, I think, this goes to Bowmel and a lot of other managers, is they need to shift their strategy. They need to be thinking like Whitey Herzog in the 80s, looking for speed on the bases, punching that ball through, because you don't need to mash it over a shifted right side and try to hit it over right field wall.
Yeah, I just get the sense that they're hanging around waiting for somebody to pop one, knock one out, and that hurts them. I don't think they've got a lot of team speed on that roster. And I think maybe that's why they're not running very much, but you got to build towards some of that.
One other comment you made about the demographics. This is very evident at Petco, is that there's a lot of young people. It's like a party city when you're there on Fridays and Saturdays, and the families too. But I think it's just becoming cooler for young people to go to the ballpark. Especially with all the entertainment amenities and the food and the kind of sort of the gourmet food and all the different options, beer gardens and things. It's become a neat place. And these new ballparks in Pittsburgh and Cincinnati and everywhere else really attract a lot of young folks.
There's no doubt Petco is really a destination point for entertainment.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, there's a ball game going on, but there's just a cool aura. And we watch Padre telecast, and you just see the young families and all the kids and wearing the gear and just having a good time. And by the way, we hope the team wins. I think Petco has really become a destination point for entertainment in downtown San Diego. Okay, that's baseball. You got a response. You're watching us on our live stream. fire us a comment on Fans Forum, so we'll get to it right at the end. Your opinion counts. Ask a question. We will give you an answer, agree or disagree. Too bad for you.